Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Geiger, and yes, 2 videos today. I did say that I'd probably going into town and doing some trade-ins today. I traded in a few more box sets and things, stuff that I'd watched. I got rid of a couple of the big box sets, like I had that Mafia box set, and I thought to myself, I don't think I'm ever going to get round to watching this. Happens sometimes, I do a lot of these impulse buys, and I never get round to watching it. Thinking drastically, practically, is it worth having something in the collection just to, look good? Practically, is it worth it? Like I said, the same thing with like DVD and Blu-ray. A lot of people ask me, you gonna get rid of DVD and just go Blu-ray only? In an ideal world, yes. But like I said, not every DVD has had Blu-ray releases. I only really like to keep Blu-rays that I know that I'm going to rewatch, movies that I know that I'm going to keep to rewatch, like the Laurel and Hardy set, for example. I won't get rid of that because I know that I'll rewatch it. Same with like the Tom and Jerry's and things like that. An upgrade is always appreciated when I can find an upgrade that's worth while. But anyway, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 DVDs and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Blu-rays, although it's not individuals. Some box sets here. One box set I was actually really happy that I finally got it. I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not a complete set, but we'll get to that. So we'll start off with the DVDs. These are all pound DVDs. I got £76 something, like cash voucher. So first up, Constantine. This was £1, but it was the deluxe edition. I seen it like that and I was like, oh, that one's a bit bigger than the other versions. And this one's pretty cool because it comes with a little comic book, which is really cool. That's one thing I will say about DVD, is DVD do have some really cool special editions. 2-disc set. I haven't seen the movie, so and that's another thing. A lot of the time, if like I see a Blu-ray and a DVD, and I know even if I see a DVD and I go, oh, it's got a Blu-ray release, I'll pick up the DVD because if it's a blind buy, something I haven't watched before, I'll just check it out on DVD, and then if I like the movie, it will go in my upgrade pile or that sort of thing. But this is a nice little special edition here. Two disc sets, some special features. Of course, Keanu Reeves. I haven't seen this movie. It seems like a movie I'll probably enjoy. I think it's based on a comic book series. And it's got a little comic book in there. I thought that was pretty cool for £1. Next up, I'm trying to hunt down all of the Yui Bowl movies. You know the ones I'm talking about. And they had Alone in the Dark for £1. I've heard this is just like House of the Dead, if not worse than House of the Dead. And I've got a soft spot for cheesy, crappy horror movies. But yeah, so I thought for £1, you know what, I'll take a chance on it. It's only £1. Again, I know that it's literally got nothing to do with the games. It says rousing fight scenes and non-stop action from Fangoria. I don't know if it's the first or second one that's really so bad it's not worth watching. But yeah, I kind of want to check this one out. It's probably going to be crappy, but I've heard bad things about it, so but I'm kind of intrigued by it. Next one is 7 Days. A couple of blind buys here, movies that just look pretty cool to me. This is a disturbing movie. It says the most powerful and disturbing and terrifying film you'll see this year. Come out in 2010. Something to do with killer, torturing, child abuse or something like that. Probably like a revenge type movie, like a I Spit on Your Grave, almost revenge tale, or dramatic thriller horror movie type movie. But it looks pretty cool. I'll probably check it out. I don't know any of the people in it, but it looks kind of interesting. Next up, another Hollywood DVD that I was missing. This is the Hollywood DVD drama collection with Drunk, Shadrach, The Big Brass Ring and Summer in the City. Haven't seen any of those movies. I don't think I have this version. Like I said, I do like to get these Hollywood DVD multi-packs. This is like our version of Mill Creek that we had back in the early days of DVD. You would often get these when you brought a TV or a DVD player. They're not that often that very good. The transfers aren't great. There's no subtitles or any special features. But, you know, it is what it is. Then, Danger Zone. I picked this one up solely because it has Robert Downey Jr. in it. It's got Billy Zane as well in there, Ron Silver. I mainly picked it up because Robert Downey Jr. is in it. It looks like an over-the-top action movie. I like Robert Downey Jr. as an actor. This is probably one of his earlier roles before, obviously, Iron Man. This came out in 2001. But yeah, you know it's an old DVD when the little had the little color-coded age restriction warnings on there. That's how you know it's old. Then the last Palm DVD was Brotherhood of Murder. I think it's to do with like white supremacist groups, you know, Nazis, modern day Nazis, that sort of thing. Probably like in the vein of Romper Stomper or something like that. Looks kind of intriguing, probably very dramatic and violent. But yeah, so never heard of this one. I'll give it a chance. Because obviously I recently watched the Dead Snow movies, I've seen Nazi Zombies. Quite simply put, Nazi Zombie, that's it. Just Nazi Zombies. It's probably not that good. It's probably just another stupid movie. But I have a soft spot for cheesy Nazi zombie movies, and obviously Dead Snow is probably one of the better ones out there. But this one might be good, I don't know. And then last on the DVD was kind of an anomaly for me. I just seen it says Michael Kane Collection. I seen it had 14 movies on here. The Whistleblower, Half Moon Street, Quicksand, Shadowrun, Shiner, Water, Jack the Ripper, Without a Clue, The Holocaust Covenant, A Shock to the System, Romantic Englishwoman, Silver Bears, Then There Were Giants, and The Statement. But this one kind of intrigued me. It's from Daily Mail. Now, back in the day, a lot of people probably don't know this, that like newspapers like Daily Mail, The Sun, and that's how it comes like that, would often give away like DVDs, like in little CD style blank cases with their papers. But this one's kind of an anomaly because it says on the back here for promotional use only. So I don't know exactly what this was. I'm going to try and look up some information online. I've seen one on eBay going for about £9, which I paid £1.50 for it. So it's not in the greatest of condition, if I'm honest. But 14 Michael Caine movies, I'll check it out. You know, as long as I don't really care who released it, as long as I can check out the movies. Michael Caine, a quite decent actor, sir. Of course, probably most known for The Italian Job and, of course, Alfred in the Dark Knight movies. But there's a ton of classics on here. But yeah, so I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if anyone knows any information about this release. I imagine my only thing that I could think of that this was Daily Mail probably gave this away if you gave them a certain amount of tokens, because a lot of old like newspapers would do like tokens and things, and you would cut a certain amount out and then you would take them into a store and then they would send them off to the newspaper and you would get this in the mail. That's probably what's happened here. I thought it's a pretty cool set, and it is a lot bigger than a normal DVD set. It's almost VHS size, which is really weird. But 14 movies for the price of one, why not? And then we've got the Blu-rays. So first up, we've got Gods of Egypt. Most of the stuff here was actually blind buys, apart from a few that obviously I know a little bit about. Got Gerald Butler in here. It's got Nikolai Coster-Waldau from Game of Thrones and Oblivion. Just looked like a sort of action, sort of Clash of Titans, mummy type movie. I mainly got it because I thought the slipcover was pretty cool. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick that up, but it's a lenticular slipcover. I thought it looked pretty cool. Probably sort of a visually movie, but yeah, why not for £2? I'll take a chance on it. Next one, this one kind of looked really intriguing to me, and that's called Arthropod. Weird name, but yeah, it's basically the true story on the sort of operation to assassinate a Nazi officer called Reinhard Heydrich, who was obviously also nicknamed the Butcher of Prague. I think it's to do with like Czechoslovakian's assassination type attempt, probably in the vein of like Inglourious Bastards or something like that, but this probably looks a bit more dramatically paced. It's got Cillian Murphy from Peaky Blinders in here as well, Jamie Dornan from 50 Shades of Grey, so there's some more known actors on here. This come out in 2016. I do like war movies. This one looks like it's going to be quite dramatically paced, but I'll check it out. It looks kind of interesting. Next one, I thought this slipcover was beautiful. I think this is probably one of the coolest slipcovers because when you show it in the light, her eyes literally shine like blue. I don't know how well it's going to pick it up on the camera. Yeah, you can sort of see when the light shines, her eyes shine blue. That's really cool effect. And this is Mother. I remember hearing about this movie. I don't think I ever watched it. I think it's got Jennifer Lawrence in here, who's obviously a pretty decent actress. I don't think I've ever seen this movie. I think it's kind of in the vein of like Black Swan, because it's from the director of Black Swan. It's like a horror movie, but it isn't like your traditional horror movie. It's more like, I think it's like psychological thriller type things. I could be wrong. Probably a lot of abuse and things going on in here. But it looked kind of intriguing. I just thought that slipcover looked beautiful, and a bit pissed off the sticker residues on there. But I thought that blue in the light looks really cool. So I'm kind of intrigued by this one. And then I got a buyback, and that's the Batman Blu-Ray Set. I've had this and sold this so many times. I was sort of struggling to find what else I wanted, and I thought, you know what, screw it, I'll pick it back up. These are on Virgin and stuff like that, but the only problem I have with Sky Movies is there's no subtitles if you watch on demand, which kind of bums me out, because at night I had subtitles on because my hearing isn't great. So but you know, yeah, I thought, you know what, I'll get them back to rewatch them again. I would eventually get the 4K set, but there we go. And then an upgrade, and that is the Police Academy, the complete lineup. This one's got a bit of a special place for me, because it was one of the first sort of series of movies me and my partner watched together. We've got the DVD set, well, she has it, but I figured, you know what, I'll get the Blu-ray set, and it's 4 individual ones, 1 and 2, 5 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. I don't think we ever watched the 7th one together. These movies are just classic comedic movies. I think these movies are hilarious. I've only watched, like I said, we watched the first 5, and then I think we didn't watch 7, and I think we only watched like part of 6. So we'll definitely have to sort of sit down and watch these again. Great movies, just a lot of fun movies here. So happy to have this in the collection as an upgraded one. Like I said, if I come across an upgrade and I can get an upgrade for movies that I know that I'm going to watch, then I'll do it. And last but definitely not least is the Friday the 13th Blu-ray collection. This is quite a new release. I think this release came out in 2019, it says on here, so a couple of years ago, but I think it's the latest of the Friday the 13th releases. I'd seen it in there a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, do I get it, do I not? But I decided, you know what, I'm going to get it this time. A little bit disappointed because it only has Friday the 13th to part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, so it doesn't have Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X, the space one, or any of the remakes and reboots or whatever. Not that I really care about the reboots anyway, but I've only seen Friday part 13 part 1 and 2 and maybe a little bit of the third movie, but I'm happy to have this. I looked online about the Jason X and the Jason Takes Goes to Hell, and they actually do have a Blu-ray set with both of those movies as a double pack. It's not an English release, I think it's a German release, but it's all in English, so don't bother me. So this is a 6-disc set. They're not all in order, unfortunately. Sometimes they do it, but I'm happy to have this set, because, you know, these are like the must-watch when it comes to slashers, and I love horror movies, so I'm happy to have this. Plus, it's good to have something that's a bit more expensive in the collection. I always like to do this when I get trade-ins. I always like to make sure I get something that I know has decent value, so if there ever comes a time where I do need to get money quickly, I can probably sell this for close to 30 quid, and it will go, you know, between 25 and 30 quid quite quickly. So I'm happy to have it. They only had 2. Unfortunately, both of the slip covers weren't in great condition. This one's got a few dinks in the corners, but nothing too mad. But the DVD, the Blu-ray case looks pristine. So really happy to have this. So this is definitely the pickup of the day. But I haven't decided what I'm going to watch tonight. I'm going to watch a Blu-ray tonight. You know what? I think I'm going to watch Kill Bill Part 1 tonight. I'm in the mood for a little bit of action. 111 minutes. So I'm going to put that on the DVD player. So I know I'm going to watch that tonight. I'm in the mood for something a little bit more action-y. Last night I watched Puppet Master, The Curse of Puppet Master. And I've got to say, I've only watched up to that one now. I thought 5 was the weakest. Nah, Curse of Puppet Master, that one was really bad. And not even so bad it's good. I mean, I didn't hate it. Like, I didn't go, well, it was the worst thing I ever watched. But I just felt like it was like a romance. It was like a mice and men story, basically. So I was a little bit disappointed with that one. But hopefully the next one I've got is Retro Puppet Master, which is like a prequel. So I enjoyed the last prequel one, the third one, so maybe I'll enjoy this one. But I digress, you know, they're not movies that are going to win any awards, they're just fun movies. But anyway, guys, so there we go. 2 videos today, guys. So, of course, feel free to leave a like and, of course, comment below. Let me know your favourite pickup of the day. Anything in here that deserves extra recognition. The one that I'm most curious about is probably Mother. This one just seems like something that will probably be one of those movies that make you think a lot afterwards. It seems like it's going to be an abuse-based movie. But then again, like I said, I absolutely love that slipcover. And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already. Join the family. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Mad Kiger. I'm going to go and quickly run to the shop and get some pasta. I'm going to do me and my son some pasta and sauce tonight. Something quick and easy. And then I'm going to play some more Warhammer Chaos Bane tonight. I'm probably going to finish it off, do the invasions and stuff. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm starting to feel burned from it a little bit now. So maybe I'll start something new tomorrow, or maybe Thursday. I started watching Family Guy again last night, so I'm changing what I'm watching each week. Obviously, I normally put my son to bed and stuff, then I'll chill for like half an hour and I'll do a bit of reading, and then I'll watch a film or watch an episode of like AEW or something like that, and then I'll watch a TV show, and I change what I'm doing each week. So back to Family Guy. I've got to say that actually after rewatching the first season, there were a lot of jokes yesterday that I was like, oh, okay. So, but I managed to watch the first season and the first episode of season 2. But as always, guys, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.